This is Raw, day 2. I got a job today. The funny thing is, I'm working for my ex-girlfriend's mother, and she's planning on quitting her job and working for my mother. It's odd, to say the least. This girl, my first love. She's stuck on my mind. I'm not sure what I should do about that. Things didn't work out so well last time, but that was 4 years ago. Maybe they'll be different. People change. Maybe they won't be. Sometimes people don't change. But forget that. Anyway, I was really nervous to get this job just because I was afraid that her mother would still be angry with me even after all this time. But no, she actually gave me a hug. She told me it's okay. I don't have to be afraid of anything. It's strange. People are strange. My grandma's been helping me out a lot. I'm living with her. I wish I could put a finger on where everything went wrong. You know, when I was in high school, it seemed like I had a tolerable relationship with my parents. And then my senior year, I started dating. And there's a girl that I fell in love with, and I just fell head over heels for her, the same one. I just wanted to be around her, talk to her, spend time with her. I wasn't interested in the sex. That could always come later. I was still a virgin till 18 years old. She made me happy. I guess I don't understand the rules against love. At least not some of them. You know, I wasn't a drinker. I wasn't a partier. I didn't smoke. I didn't do drugs. I did sports and activities and school, and then I went home. Was it too much to ask for just one thing that I truly wanted? Maybe. it hurt a lot when they accused me of wanting nothing but just to sleep with her. I was never that type of person, so why start now? And then they accused me of doing drugs. And they said they couldn't trust me. I don't get it. What was so hard about loving her? What is there to not comprehend about that? Why was it so... If you wanted to try again with someone who hurt you, after a couple years have passed, would you take that chance? Yeah, I haven't forgotten the way she hurt me, but I also haven't forgotten the way she loved me. And I care more about the latter. Things were amazing, that's for sure. You know what's funny? So, this one time, I was in a party in Manhattan, Kansas, Little Apple. And so, walking around, whatever, meeting people, I met lots of fantastic people. There was Moses. There was... Shit, what was his name? Brad. Fucking Brad. There was a wise guy. Caleb, Noah. Old Finney. Fucking Finney, man. You know, even though they were crazy people, ungodly people even, heathens, I know, drinking, smoking, carousing, they were good people. And each one of them had wisdom to share. The funniest or craziest thing I remember from that party. A guy, half drunk, pretty lost in life. He says, "Hey, come over here. Got a question for you." And this time I was wearing a bandana with a flower in the middle and stars around it. Yeah, that was, well on the trip of expanding my mind. More on that later. But, he looks at me and he goes, "Why do I kill myself? To feel alive." And, I was 19 at the time. I stumbled around for an answer. I tried, talking to him this way and that. A couple years later, I moved to Topeka, and I was living with this girl, and she was a whole different kind of train wreck. But after she finally left me, I realized something. People kill themselves with little things because they don't want to face the big things that are actually killing them. But you see it everywhere, every walk of life. It's not just cigarettes or beer or fast food. People who exercise too much. People who shelter themselves away, forget about their passions and deny their talents, just become husks. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, Buddhist, Taoist, Darwinist, evolutionist, whatever you want to call it. We all cope with pain the same way. We hide from it. We run from it. We try to put on a brave face and say, "I'm okay. I'm fine. It's nothing. Don't worry about it." Because we're afraid. We're afraid that we're not enough. We're afraid that we'll be judged. We're afraid that we'll be hurt. It's the ego talking, though. The self-sufficient, pride-filled, rigid ego. I hid from my pain for so long, just put on a mask. I didn't want people to know that anything was wrong with Jacob Clark. But then I fell in love, and I couldn't keep that mask on anymore. I had to face true emotion, and it was amazing, but ugly. I housed a lot of pain, and I didn't know how to get rid of it. I wasn't talking to my parents. My relationship was falling apart. I was failing college. My cousin had died, one of the few people that showed up and checked on me and let me know I wasn't alone. I dropped out of college and I moved into a house, and I saw people having fun, drinking, smoking weed, enjoying themselves. And I thought, I'm miserable, but they are so happy. My parents don't believe me. They think I'm on drugs anyway. My relationship is filled with so much pain and hurt. What's the harm? What do I have to lose? So I stopped caring. And I started smoking weed, drinking. Going to parties I shouldn't have been at. Taking substances I didn't actually know what they were. An acquaintance of mine offered me a pill and said it was a mix of ecstasy and LSD, or at least the effects of it were. I thought that sounded fun. So I took it, and then I went to this party. And I was drinking plenty. At the end of the night, I remember I was leaning against a wall because I was so messed up. I couldn't even stand upright. I was smoking cigarette after cigarette, chain smoking. I was so messed up I couldn't even tell I had the cigarette backwards at one point. Couldn't get the damn thing to light. I didn't realize how far I'd fallen until after she left me. If there's anything to take away from this, drugs promise you a lot, but they take away so much more. And I wish I'd never got started in them. My name is Jacob Clark, and this video is raw.